thought they'd come down for a visit. They'll never show up over here again. You two may want to go home. Elfie, you're a little munchkin. You might want to just go back to Breeze where you're safer. Trudy! Trudy, leave her alone. She's just here to visit. You be a sweet girl. If they knew this was how this morning was going to go, they would have never shown up over here. And I can promise you one thing, they'll never be back. They will never be back, friends. Seriously, they will never be back. Poor babies. So I don't know what side is worse. They had it. You've had a couple of uninvited guests just show up over here. Elfie and Beth have just shown up out of nowhere. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they're here. Maggie doesn't like it. They have walked right into my pasture, our little goat yard, and I don't know what they're up to. I'm gonna take and put them over into the, well, they may not be going that way. They're not gonna be going that way. Beth, you better stay close to me, baby. This is not looking pretty. Pebbles, y'all all stay with Daddy, okay? I'll take care of you. Come on, Elfie, come with me. I'm gonna put you over the fence. All the other goats have been locked out this morning so I could feed the ostriches inside here. Well, Tiny Tim's over there hoping that Wanda will drop a lot of delicious mealworms, and so he can have him a little extra breakfast this morning. He's already had eggs, don't worry. That's why these guys are so upset, because they'd sit all night in here laying eggs. The pigs wake up and go right in there and eat them all. Copper's not sure what he's gonna do. The pond or the barn? Decisions. All right, let me help these little goats over here. Well, even though they seem to be helping themselves pretty well. Pebbles is not liking it. Pebbles is not liking the fact that people can just show up over here and think they run the place. Because everyone knows she wears the bell, she runs the place. She wears the bell, she runs the place. Right, Trudy? Okay, Trudy doesn't wear a bell, but she actually runs the place. You two may want to go home. Elfie, you're a little munchkin. You might want to just go back to Breeze where you're safer. Trudy! Trudy, leave her alone. She's just here to visit. You be a sweet girl. We don't really need protection from Trudy. Y'all might want to go home. Trudy! Trudy! Leave them alone. Oh my gosh. Y'all might want to, seriously. Trudy! Why were you doing that? Gosh. Poor babies. They thought they'd come down for a visit. They'll never show up over here again. They will never show up over here again. I got you. I got you. You're on your own for a minute, Elfie. And Pebbles and the geese. Oh no, everyone's giving them a hard time. They only came for a morning snack. All right, I put them over with our goats. Oh no. And everyone's gonna have a little look so you can see who's who. No one is sure if they want to accept these guys as a part of our little goat herd. Oh no. Nobody wants to accept these babies because they look funny. They look so funny over there. Annie is... I had no idea. They had no idea. If they knew this was how this morning was going to go, they would have never shown up over here. And I can promise you one thing, they'll never be back. They will never be back, friends. Seriously, they will never be back. Poor babies. So I don't know what side is worse. They had it... They had it pretty bad over here with the geese and with Pig Trudy and Pebbles. I put them over the fence where they can be with the other goats. Now they have Annie giving them a hard time. All she wants to know is, where are your ears? They all want to know. They're like, hey, where's your ears? Little white goat, where are your ears? Where are your ears? This can't be fun for them. No, stop. Everybody. All right, I'm letting them back in with me. Trudy, well, that was easy. Come on, Elfie. Come on, Elfie. All right, so I'm gonna actually take them back to Bree's house. Trudy! Trudy! Leave, come here. Leave her alone. Come here, Elfie. Trudy, be sweet. Come on. Come on, Elfie. I got you, Beth. All right, guys, no Pebble, stay back. Boy, these guys do not want to have any friends. Who would have known that was gonna happen? They're little goats, for Jesus' sake. We are officially out of that yard. The little goats are safe again. Maggie, not you. Y'all might want to go home to Bree's house where y'all live and not go back in there anymore. Seriously. Because there's no telling what can happen to you over here. Come on. I'll give y'all a snack and take home with you. Let's get a snack and take it home with you. Let's find a snack. I'm working outside today. I'm sorting through all of the summer and winter feeds, trying to separate what's what and what goes where and what needs to be fed now before it gets too hot. I've taken everything out of the feed room. Yes, I did this. Don't y'all even think that Jake, man, has been working so hard over there. Jake's not even in town. Jake has been out of town for 3 days. So this would all be on this would all be on Lester right here. Jamie may have helped. But yeah, we are missing Jake this week. We are missing Jake this week. But it is spring break. And the boys, well, Ellie's not here. Lex is here with me. So I've been just kind of staying close, doing things with Lex. And so this is one of my spring break projects. And this is not fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get these babies a snack and get them back home. Now you can see Maggie's giving them a hard time. Boy, I thought we're not being very welcoming. Maggie's like, can't you read the trespassing signs? No visitors allowed. Oh. They were just hungry. Hey, that makes me think. Maybe Bree's not home. Maybe she had her baby. Maybe she had her baby. Oh, she is home. Your goats are over here. All right, everyone can relax. These babies are back home where they belong. You got Pickles. Let me get down low. We got Pickles. Hi, Pickles. How are you? Oh, boy, Pickles is a sweet little guy. Then we got Elfie. Everyone loves Elfie so much. And then they got the baby Beth. Baby Beth. And yeah, I'm not sure why Pickles didn't escape and go with them this morning. Maybe he's a little bit smarter because he knows he's lived with real goats before and he knows how mean they can be. And now, if you guys don't know, we haven't talked a lot about Pickles because he's always belonged to Pawpaw. But Pickles is a little bit handicapped, special needs. I'm not sure the exact word choice that people use, but he has a physical impairment. And right there on his front leg, you can see how it kind of bends in right there at the bottom. And he gets along very well for a little goat who was born with that deformity. And it's not anything that's ever slowed him down. But I will tell you what it has done. It's made other goats see him as different. I'm going to talk about that for a minute, y'all. You all saw the way everyone was reacting to Beth and Elfie over there at the house. And I think that you would agree that they were being more hostile towards Elfie than they were being Beth. Now, a lot of you may say it's because they can see that Beth is just a baby, and no one's going to be mean to a baby, God forbid. But do y'all not also think that a lot of the reasons that they may have been a little bit more hostile, a little bit more aggressive towards Elfie, is because they see her as different, or him as different? I mean, think about it. We in life, we do that sometimes, and maybe we don't always mean to, but it's one thing if you go to the mall and you see a guy with a purple mohawk and a big old ear piercing and tons of tattoos. Those are things that person has done to themselves. So we tend to look and sometimes stare without realizing it, even though a lot of folks do things because they like that attention. Especially kids will do things, the more outlandish, the more attention they can get. You already know how that works. But don't you sometimes also catch yourself unintentionally staring, or maybe taking too long of a look at folks that are maybe born different or who have undergone something? So we had taken the boys to the, we had gone on a little excursion with my two sons not too long ago, and we saw it was that they were honoring the military vets. They were honoring those who had served. And in that venue, there were a lot of who were now disabled vets, those who had gotten their legs blown off in IED attacks there in Afghanistan or in Iraq. And so there were a lot of men who were with half legs or nubs of legs. Can you say nub? Like just nubs. Arms and missing arms and body pieces, and those who have been burnt. And it was a really neat time to reflect on those men who went off to war as healthy as any of us, probably more so because they just gotten through with boot camp. And they had gone off to war and in the prime of their life, and they come back after serving this country, and they will forever be, unable to do the same things they had done before, or at least in the same capacity. And so it's hard enough on them having to learn to deal with and work around physical change, to their bodies that way. But it has to be hard on them to be looked at. Everywhere they go, they're looked at and they're stared at. And because even though people like me who have a true reverence and an appreciation and it's a downright love of these men who I've never met, men and women, y'all, men and women who have sacrificed so much and have asked so little in return, and for the rest of their life to have, something that's going to have a lot of people look at them and double take and triple take, and maybe even sometimes feel like they're lesser of a man or a woman than what they were before. And that's a shame. But I'll tell you what, I saw something this morning with the other goats, and even Annie, who did not give her a hard time at all. I mean, for the most part, she had it pretty easy over there. But boy, they gave you a workout, didn't they? They gave you a workout, and I don't know what they would have done if you'd shown up. Maggie, let me love them. Can I just love them without you? All right, all is well that ends well. The babies are back home where they're safe. Their own little Isle of Misfits. Bree has her own little Isle of Misfits over here. And they're no different than our Isle of Misfits. This is beautiful what Bree does here. Gives them a small little playground where they have each other. And we love that. Maggie doesn't love it. Maggie doesn't love anything that draws my attention. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry you had a tough go this morning, okay? All right? Lester loves you.